the fact that people just live with a hangar attached to their house, have their plane effectively in their house, what is so surreal. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at, well actually I found this video just by scrolling. It says, living with planes inside California's neighborhood built for pilots. Just the title alone caught my interest. I was like, what the heck is that? Like, how can you have a neighborhood built for planes and pilots? And then I'll be honest, I watched the video for 10 seconds and saw a plane driving down the street and I was ready. So without further ado, let's jump in and have a look, shall we? Here we go. Okay, let's begin. Nope, that's not. Here we go. Right.
At first glance, this neighborhood in Cameron Park looks like any other suburban community in California.
Sure. Until this.
But if you drive down Boeing Road, you'll notice something very different about this neighborhood.
This is mad. So I'm guessing that maybe back in the war or something, maybe this was like a derelict runway or something, and then they was just like, oh, we got nothing to do with it. Let's just build some houses on it and turn it into an estate. Like, how would this be? How does it exist?
Why are there so many planes here on everyone's front lawn?
Because we're spoiled brats and we get to live with our airplane.
This is
That's
Air
a
Park,
really wide road.
Suburban community built for pilots. Your guys' morning commute, you may just see an airplane in front of you.
Oh, sure, absolutely. There's several
That's
people I know that
crazy.
commute to the Bay Area daily.
Julie Clark is one of about 128 homeowners in Air Park, and she's kind of a legend in the aviation.
I noticed that I noticed it on getting a bit older now as well, right? So I guess I don't know, I've got some stuff in my way here. Hold on, sorry. I noticed they're getting a bit older. Like, is there anything regulating this? Like, if you're just casually driving down the road, taking off a plane, and you know, maybe you've had one too many sherbets, and oh, that house at the end is a little bit closer than I thought it was, and poof, you know, I don't know.
Community. After becoming one of the first female commercial airline pilots in the U.S., Julie got into aerobatics. 40 years ago, she started the highly successful aerobatics company, Julie Clark's Air Show, and made Air Park her home base.
You sleep with your airplane, basically. not literally, but your hangar. We have hangars attached to our houses or on our property.
Established in the 1960s, Air Park was...
These must be hella expensive though, right? Because not only have you just got a house, but then you've also effectively got a warehouse for the plane as well, a hangar. But like, the size of the plot must be huge. Must be really expensive.
Specifically built for the needs of pilots, including large lots and even larger roads, big enough
Oh my
for
God, the
planes
size
to
of the
taxi
roads.
to the neighboring airstrip. You have to share the road with the planes, or does the planes have to share the road with the cars?
The planes technically have the right of way here.
Okay, so this is the question, I guess. Can they take off? Is this effectively a runway for the planes, or is it just a road so they can drive to the runway? Because it's wide enough for the plane to effectively drive down the road or be pulled or however it works. I'm not a pilot, so I don't know. But I'm assuming they're not allowed to just be like, oh, you know what, let's go. Just straight down the road and take off.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. Logan Peterson has called Air Park home for the better part of his life. With some guidance from his dad, the 22-year-old was flying before he was driving and even got his commercial pilot's license.
He bought a plane about a year before I was born, which was this plane. And then I started flying right when I was born. Started taking lessons at 12 and then got my license at 17.
There's about 100 aircrafts in Air Park, and for the average homeowner, the noise from those aircraft engines can be pretty loud, but not for Carl Gremlich.
You know, it's amazing. People near airports complain about noise. I tell everyone we pay extra for the noise.
I suppose if you live there, you're a bit of an enthusiast, right? So you you embrace it. It's your passion, it's your hobby. You know, like, I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't be fazed by it.
Carl's a former Air Force squadron commander who flew B-52s, one of the military's largest bombers.
Wow.
But he moved to Air Park so he could fly his historic Chinese Nangcheng Warbird with other like-minded pilots.
But it's really fun, just being able to sit with your airplane, take it out whenever you want, and then come back here and just relax and talk to all the other pilots.
That's actually quite cool.
Over at the edge of Air Park's runway is a viewing area where, on any given day, spectators like Ronnie Lee can witness an impromptu air show.
And then I seen
That's
two
really
planes
cool.
coming up, flying. 5, 6 planes, and we enjoyed it. It was cool.
Yeah, life at Air Park is cool for both the residents and spectators, but there is a downside. Space for new homeowners is limited, according to realtor Mike Brewer.
I can imagine.
An Air Park property a little bit more expensive than maybe a normal residential?
I'd say so by maybe 30–35% because the scarcity of the property. You know, we've only got as many homes as we're ever going to have here, except for excluding the lots.
There may be limited space at Air Park, but that doesn't mean pilots don't want visitors.
It's so surreal just watching planes drive around like the estate, you know, it's crazy.
The sound of an unfamiliar aircraft is always welcome.
I'm so funny. The minute I hear something that I know is unique, I come running out because I have to see it. Yeah, and I'm still that way in my old age.
This is the passion, isn't it? That's really cool.
From the Air Park in Cameron Park, California, I'm John Bartel. Hope to see you on the back roads.
Okay, so it was quite a short video, but the idea of this, I don't even understand how this has come about, right? But the fact that people just live with a hangar attached to their house, have their plane effectively in their house, and then just the road is wide enough for them to drive their plane down the road, potentially take off on the road. They didn't really clarify that part. I'm assuming they probably aren't allowed to take off on the road and they have to drive to the nearby runway or strip or whatever it is. But still, it's so surreal. It's kind of cool, like the guy was saying about spectating. You can just kind of stand there and just see all the planes just taking off because it's just right there. And I think that's a really cool concept. I guess everyone that does live there is very passionate about the planes. Obviously, all most likely pilots. So did they say it was in the 60s that it was made, or it started in the 60s? So I guess maybe some of the newer residents might not be pilots, but I guess it's a generational thing. It's going to be handed down to other generations, which have probably been brought up with planes. I don't know, but yeah, what a weird and wacky thing. It would be so cool to sort of live there, I suppose, and just witness it. But yeah, it's just mind blowing. Wouldn't have ever thought that this sort of place would have existed. How crazy. Yeah, wow. If you made it this far, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you aren't subscribed, to be honest, it only takes a few seconds. Just click that button. It really helps us. We really appreciate it. And yeah, if you made it this far, we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye.